Number C, the dark side of Leonida. When you think of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, you think of the bright neon-soaked streets, Vice Beach, fast cars, boats, whores, and the Catalina wine mixer. But the thing you don't think about is the dark, gritty underbelly of Florida. And this is one of the coolest things about the setting of Grand Theft Auto 6 being in Leonida. Because while Vice City is going to be the main hub of the map, areas like the Grass Rivers and Port Gellhorn are where players are really going to get tested and possibly even lose themselves. To use Red Dead Redemption 2 as another example, look at how dark and mysterious a lot of that map was, especially in the Southern Territories. And it's all well and good being excited for that 80s nostalgic feel, but Leonida's going to hold so many dark secrets. This won't be anything like what Vice City was back in 2002. Any horror fans out there? I break out the red panties because you boys could end up having a field day. Number 4, chapters. Again, another element from Red Dead Redemption 2. In the description of the Ultimate Edition, it says the bonuses are threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, with the new items uncovered behind each chapter. This is something I'm really happy about for so many reasons. If you look at how it was used in Red Dead Redemption 2, I thought Rockstar nailed it out of the park. Over the course of the chapters, the map starts to change. You have entire structures that start as nothing in chapter 1 and literally end up built and finished by the end of the game. And even the weight mechanics work better through a chapter system. Obviously getting into spoilers a little bit, but when Arthur catches that really bad swine flu from Herr Strauss, his body physically looks different and eventually weaker as the chapters progress. I remember the first time playing it and I was knocking back beans and bread every 5 minutes because I thought something was broken. But it was the game being realistic. Arthur was losing weight because he had pink eye. It's a feature no one needed, and yet we got it anyway. Now, this does throw into contention a little bit what the structure of the weight mechanics are actually going to look like, because if you look at different shots of Jason, sometimes he looks like he's hitting the juice, and other times he's just leaned out. You pair that with the visual of him benching treadmill in trailer 2, and everyone's been convinced for the past year, this clearly means the gym physics from San Andreas are coming back. But we don't know if that's how it's going to work. Rockstar recently added a workout feature to Grand Theft Auto Online, but it doesn't physically change your character in a visual aspect. It improves abilities, but it doesn't make you look any different. So, who knows? Maybe this was just a cut.
Guys, who wants the ability to get swole like in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to come back? How many of you guys? Just let me know in the comment section, because I've been waiting for that feature to come back for quite some time. Again, I know I said I was going to make sure I picked videos that were 120% confirmed, but this was just too tempting. Again, he's admitting that this hasn't been confirmed yet, so he's being honest. But I really, 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 really want this feature to come back. Being able to alter your body through, for the most part, hard work, obviously, because of the video game, the results are becoming a little bit faster than if you were to, do it in real life. But still, it's the fact that you can, eat, work out, and shift your body and make yourself as swole and change the overall anatomy of your character. That's so cool. And the fact, I would love to see if Lucia can do that too. That would be, I'm not sure if that might be like there's some people who are going to fetishize that. I'm not sure if Rockstar is going to be able to put that in there, because people are going to turn that into like some type of pornography. But uh yeah, like the ability to, well, you could say the same thing for the man working out, because obviously not everyone is just into women. So yeah, I want this feature to come back regardless. Even I know some people are going to taint it with their desires. I still want that feature to come back because it was so cool in GTA San Andreas.
Scene, Jason looking different could be the Red Dead 2 chapter physics at work. I was never a massive fan of the gym structure of San Andreas. It got annoying when you'd keep being notified you had to get back to the gym or else you'd go skinny again. Don't get me wrong, for a game that came out in 2004, it was incredible. It was an absolute joke. But I'd much prefer weight and muscle to change throughout the chapters and not have to constantly keep on top of going back and forth from the gym. It's bad enough I have to do it in real life, but I don't need Grand Theft Auto 6 to become Grand Theft Life Simulator. Number 5, keeping with the theme of customization. This is something almost everyone's been crying out for. More customization within Grand Theft Auto. Sadly for the Campaign Cowboys story mode fans, it's been slim pickings for 13 years, because playing through the story of Grand Theft Auto 5 while you've clearly got more ways to customize the three protagonists, a lot more than we did in Grand Theft Auto 4, if you really deep it, you are still incredibly limited when it comes to Michael, Franklin and Trevor. There is a ton of different clothes and hairstyles, but each character only has a limited amount available. Trevor only has a limited amount of hair and beard styles. It's difficult to make Michael look like he isn't about to go and shoot 18 on the golf course. And one of the most annoying things is when you'd spend time decking out Franklin and then you'd play as Michael or Trevor, come back to Franklin, and he was back wearing the generic Rockstar created shirt and long sleeve combo. The good thing about Grand Theft Auto 6 is we've already been shown a glimpse of the exclusive hairstyles and threads in the Ultimate Edition. And even though I think it sucks locking them behind the paywall, if that's the customization that's just in the exclusives, the rest of it throughout the game could end up being stacked. Plus, you look at how Rockstar have expanded it throughout the years with online, it gives me hope that in 4 months I'm going to be able to give Jason a short back and bowl cut while rocking a kilt and Crocs. Number 6, looting bodies. At this point, we might as well call this game Grand Theft Red Dead, because once again, another mechanic perfected in Red Dead Redemption 2. Going back to leaks in 2022, and it was confirmed that there will be a looting system just like we have in Red Dead Redemption. And this isn't something we should be sleeping on, because the potential for this is an absolute joke. In Red Dead it was good, but because it was a period setting, you were always going to be limited to what people would be carrying. Things like gold rings and pocket watches could bring in a nice bit of green, but in a modern day setting, those NPCs in Leonida could have legit things worth looting. Things like mobile phones, AirPods, wallets, Apple watches. Have you seen the amount of jewelry these men are packing? I drop one of these pussies and Lucia's mortgage is paid. So gone are the days of floating cash in Grand Theft Auto games. And I have to admit, as I'm typing this out right now, I realise that's actually a little man I pack him.
Can you imagine? You can hear in his voice, he's dead serious. He's dead serious. And looting, being able to loot people, that's going to be a revolution. Well, not necessarily, again, they did in Red Dead Redemption, but it's going to be a revolutionary feature for Grand Theft Auto. 'Cause I don't believe you can do that in the previous Grand Theft Auto games. Someone correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. I know you can beat people and they would drop items like money and other items, but you couldn't like search through their pockets or take their hat or take their clothes or take their jewelry. That's that. If they put that in the game, some people are going to spend like 5, 10 hours just going around the city just robbing people and just hopefully being able to outrun the cops. Oh, he hasn't discussed this yet. I'm interested to see how the wanted system is going to work in GTA 6. Maybe that information hasn't been released yet, but yeah, being able, again, I'm not trying to sound like a sociopath here, but being able to loot is definitely piquing my interest.
I drop one of these pussies and Lucia's mortgage is paid. So gone are the days
Wow.
of floating cash in Grand Theft Auto games. And I have to admit, as I'm typing this out right now, I realise that's actually a little bit sad. That's been a staple of this entire franchise for so many years. God damn it, 2026 strikes again. Number 7, keeping with the leaks from 2022, moving bodies. Grand Theft Hitman. This is something I can't wait for. Again, in 2022, the leak showed that we'll have the ability to carry and move bodies, meaning stealth in Grand Theft Auto just got changed forever. Unfortunately, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, one of the biggest gripes for everyone is the moment you drop someone, you can't move the body, meaning if or when another guard sees them, the whole entire Spanish Armada gets alerted and it's open season. This mechanic is now going to make the option of being a stealth ninja much more enjoyable, and might even change the entire structure of most missions going forward. Rocking up to a biker's clubhouse to steal something is cool, but turning into Agent 47 and dropping Jack's teller and all of his boys without setting the alarm off, now that is what I'm paying for. Number 8, limited inventory. Now, this one's weird because this is supposed to be a list of cool features, but this sounds really restricted. We're about to get less, so why is this a good feature? Whether you like it or not, it isn't 2002 anymore. It's 2026 and we eat ass out here, Grandpa. And this is something Rockstar were always going to embrace. Games now are so realistic, and with Grand Theft Auto 6 about to literally blow everyone away and set the standard for possibly the next 20 years, there's no way they were going to continue letting Jason whip out the RPG from the cheeks. So yeah, unfortunately, gone are the days of carrying machetes and tomahawks up the batty crease. This has been confirmed through the leaks, through the details we got 2 weeks ago, and it's shown multiple times in screenshots. It looks like we'll be stashing weapons in the trunk of the vehicles, just like like the saddle system in Red Dead, and we're also
Okay.
going to have duffel bags, so if you write off the car, you'll probably pick up the duffel bag with your weapons inside. Not everyone is going to enjoy this, and it will be interesting to see how it transitions to GTA Online, because playing that sucker 1,000 miles an hour and you're trying to pull an RPG from the trunk while getting blasted on by Chief Wiggum is going to be hilarious. But I do think this is going to make you
Yeah.
appreciate your loadout and your weapons that you do choose to carry throughout the game a lot more, because let's admit it, we've had free reign for long enough, and while it is still just a video game, a limited weapon wheel was always on the cards. Number 9, gang compounds. Brother, this is something I hadn't even thought about until the details dropped the other week. So according to the Ultimate Edition, there's going to be gang compounds, and obviously we don't know the extent of them yet. Will some be
Okay.
huge fortress-like compounds, while others are smaller, low-rent type hideout? Do we get heat from a specific gang if we take one of them down? Who knows? But this is something we really have never had in a Grand Theft Auto game before, and when you think about it, it's quite weird that we haven't. A lot of open world games have some form of gang or crew hideout. It's ways to make the game feel longer. You'll have the story missions and side activities, but gang hideouts existing on the map gives you more things to achieve. It extends your experience and gives you a reason to do something different. We can all fly through a story all we want, but if you keep seeing these gang compounds on the map, at some point you'll want to go in and get amongst it. We did kind of have something similar back in San Andreas with gang areas. You obviously had the choice of starting gang wars and taking over the territory, but in the game you literally belonged to Grove Street, so that was kind of the whole entire point of the game anyway. After that we moved on to Nico in Liberty City, and then to Michael, Trevor and Franklin in Los Santos. And either of those characters just hitting up gang hideouts in random open world play wouldn't have really fit the MO. Whereas Jason and Lucia are going to be this Bonnie and Clyde type duo. So if you're strapped for cash in Grand Theft Auto 6 and you come across one of these gang compounds, it could be a way to earn some serious bit of green. Used right, this could end up being brilliant. And finally, number 10, side activities.
Okay.
From basketball to pool to kayaking,
This is
scuba
what I want to
diving, and
hear.
even hitting the gym. It looks like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be packed with a whole
Okay, so this right here, guys, this is what I was really waiting for. I wanted to know what we can do outside of the missions and outside of the side plots. Of course, the game compounds. That was also a really good feature that caught my attention. But this is what I really was like waiting for. He saved it for the end because this is probably what everybody wanted to see or wanted to hear about. So he wanted to make sure if you watched the whole video before we got to this part. So, you know, it was a good technique in order to increase his watch time.
And finally, number 10, side activities. From basketball to pool to kayaking, scuba diving, and even hitting the gym. It looks like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be packed with a whole new bunch of side activities, and even some classic ones like tennis, and I would be shocked if golf wasn't in there as well. I am holding out for skateboarding because they gave it us back in 2006 with Bully, but I'm not banking on it. And unless I've missed it, surfing hasn't been confirmed either. But the body of water we're about to experience within Grand Theft Auto 6,
I want to
I think
surf.
something like surfing or even wakeboarding would just make sense. Admittedly, I am someone who doesn't really spend a lot of time on mini games in any game that I play, but I hope when Rockstar's modding engine finally goes live, they'll let people mod the side activities. Getting the chance to turn basketball into real life street court, rocking a pair of fake Jordans, and there's about 50 NPCs all huddled around the basket would be sick. And even kayaking, we've never been able to do this in a Grand Theft Auto game before. In Red Dead 2,
Yeah,
you
that'd be great
can
too.
row a canoe or a rowboat, so once again, another thing they've pulled from Red Dead, but it's little things like that that none of us were asking for, but they put it in anyway. Be honest, would you really have cancelled the pre-order if you couldn't kayak? But that's my list of 10
Right.
cool things I'm looking forward to. Do you have
Okay.
10 things I didn't mention? Drop them down in the comments.
So sadly, this section was kind of this speculation and him telling us not, like, what has not been confirmed, but what he wants. Um, he got us, guys. He got us. Oh man, I was really hoping that he was able to confirm at least being able to skateboard. I really wanted that, guys. I'm very disappointed that that's not confirmed just yet, but at least we can loot, according to the leaks. And again, these are leaks, guys, so Rockstar may change a few things because Rockstar really doesn't like it when information gets leaked out, but hopefully they'll keep in a majority of these leaks. because being able to loot, oh man, like I said, people are going to go crazy over that. Gamers are going to like just again make whole videos, hours compilations on YouTube of just going around the city and just looting and see how much they can loot. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Let me know if there's any more new information that came to your attention um, that has been confirmed because we're all excited. Um, guys, GTA 6, GTA 6, guys. All right, so and enough of me rambling. Again, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I've been on Ad Clear. You guys have been amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.